Imagine finding the one person that could take your agency from surviving to thriving, turning your business into an 8-figure-a-year powerhouse. That is exactly what I did, and today I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Jordan Ross. I'm the founder of 8-Figure Agency. We're a growth consultancy and now a portfolio that has worked with hundreds of clients, and we do over 8 figures in annual revenue. And in 2023, I made the decision to convert a contracted consultant into my COO. Now, my COO today, his name's Matt Gravel. But in 2022, he was the COO of a $20 million a year business. And in 2022, I was looking for help running my company. If you don't know the specifics of my business, I run a growth consultancy where we deploy 8-figure executives into our clients' businesses. They implement my system, the 8-figure operating system, and help our clients grow by building elite operations in every component of their company. Now, what I didn't realize at the time was by hiring consultants, I would actually find myself a COO. And I'm going to give you the exact secret that you can use this same exact strategy to not only find an elite operator, but start with them on a micro level like I did, so you can crawl, walk, and run to them eventually becoming your COO or your number 2 in your business, so you can turn your business into a 6 or 7 figure a year business into an 8-figure company. Now let's start with the actual job posting that I had posted on LinkedIn Jobs in 2022 to find Matt. Now, as you can see here, I'd posted in 2022 for what I call an EOS integrator. Now, if you don't know what EOS is, EOS stands for Entrepreneurial Organization System. I would never post this again, and we do not post this anymore. So I got a little bit lucky, but I was able to get 17 applicants, and I actually ironically hired 2 of them. Matt and one of them are still with me today. So you don't need a significant population when you are looking for a consultant or someone that could potentially be your COO. So in this post, right, I said we're looking to hire this person. They must fully be trained in this skill, so on and so forth. And just to, show you that this did lead to me finding my COO, we could see Matt here, my amazing COO, partner in crime, whom I love dearly. Before we dive in, I want to actually go through some of the not obvious steps that would be the precursor that you need to follow to actually be able to find this amazing person, but what you need to do to prepare to actually be ready to hire them. So first, if you want to be able to hire someone that is going to leave an 8-figure business, you need to be mentally ready for a few things. Number one, the salary of a person that is a COO of an 8-figure company, and that could be an executive in your company, they will be asking anywhere between $200,000 and $400,000 in annual salary. I once asked one of my consultants what it would take to convert him full time. He was working as the COO of an $80 million a year business, and he said, well, my total compensation right now is $600,000. I said, holy never mind, keep working your full-time job. So you have to be mentally prepared for something like that. Someone like this other consultant, when he told me he was making $600,000 a year, they are willing to take a hit on income. So they will take a lower salary for equity though. So number one, you need to have a company that could afford to be able to bring someone in like this. So my recommendation, you need to be doing at least $1 or $2 million in annual revenue. And when you bring them in, you usually don't want to bring them into a shit show. So what I like to say is great talent wants to work for great companies, but they also want to work for a great leader. I was able to bring Matt on. We almost have a 20-year difference in age. And I was able to bring him on because I had managed over 2,500 people at Amazon. I had managed people that are 2x and 3x my age, and I had built a professional stature that he believed in me, which is such a critical selling point. You need to be able to convince someone that them leaving their 8-figure company for your small 7-figure business is worth it. So you need to be a person that's willing to lead other amazing executives. And if you haven't done the work for that, that's something that you should probably, go talk to 8-Figure Agency about. So that's number one. Number two, when you're actually looking for these people, a potential job posting that I would put down for your company is maybe like a COO consultant, 7-figure consultant, 8-figure consultant, fractional COO. These are typical roles that you can find someone that will come in short term. Now, in your job posting, be super blunt. And here's exactly what I'd say. I am looking for someone to come in and consult my company, but eventually turn this person into my COO. So if you are looking to help grow a 6 or a 7-figure business into an 8-figure business, potentially vest equity, and help change the world, right? Make the last part inspirational, apply here only if you meet that criteria. This is going to be hard. I've only had about a 20% success rate with my consultants, and I know on an expert level how to interview. So you just have to be mentally prepared for this not to go well at first, or for it to take a few different people. When you hire these people, my biggest encouragement is to start them on smaller projects. If you're bringing in a consultant to work with your company, have some small initiatives where you can go through what I call the dating phase of building a relationship. You need to start to learn who they are. They need to start to learn who you are. When you are interviewing them, you're telling them what your short-term needs are and what your long-term needs are. You're trying to get them to say no to the opportunity in front of you, because if you could get them to say no, they're not a right fit. But if you could get them to say yes after hearing all the potential reasons why this might not work, then they are definitely a potential fit long-term. Remember, the objective of this person is to convince them to leave an 8-figure business, an 8-figure job that's paying them really well. So you need to sell them from the first meeting. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is map out, what is it about your company that's worth working for? What is it about you and your vision that's worth working for? And here is my exact pitch to Matt. So at 8F, we are a operations and growth consultancy that helps founders and entrepreneurs build businesses that are, amazing companies. The biggest issue in today's market is that founders don't know how to build good operations, which leads to bad operations, which leads to managers having a firefight. So you have managers that are unable to be good managers, and you have bad operations and bad managers leading to bad culture. And people in bad culture are stressed. They're bringing their stress home with them. And ultimately, it really is in a legitimate way making the world not a better place. It's making the world a more stressful place. I want to change the way the world works, one company at a time. The way we're going to do that is by implementing the 8-figure operating system, building great operations, enabling managers to be good managers and take care of people, building good culture, and ultimately just elevating the collective energy of everyone we impact, helping really change the world in the small way that we do it. Compelling vision. I'm so excited every time I talk about this vision. So what is it that is going to convince someone to work for you? Now, once you have someone and you're now gone through the dating phase, you need to make sure there's a few things that are actually happening. Making sure your vision aligns with them, which you've already done. Making sure you have growth potential for your company. So if they are coming in, you need to show them that your company will grow. So you need to make sure you're driving sales and leads and have the capacity to go from 1 million to 2 million to 4 to 5 million. Matt, before he left his 8-figure business, I had to physically show him, here is my forecast and here is why this business will grow. Here is why betting your career on my company is worth it for you. You literally have to sell them, because why would Matt, who's running a $20 million a year business, who that company will easily grow from 20 to 30 to $40 million a year, why would he leave that for me? A $2 million a year business at the time of me convincing him. And the reason for that is I showed him his potential for growth was bigger at my company than his. Beyond that, when it got to actual negotiations, I learned that the average COO who's coming from an 8-figure business will be asking for some form of a profit share. So the typical profit share range of a COO coming into your company will range between 8 to 12%. Now, this could be on all profits, or this could be on benchmark profits. So let's say your company is profiting about $50,000 a month. You can build a relationship with a COO that says, hey, I'll bring you on for $200,000 a year, and we will give you 12% of profits on everything we do beyond $50,000 a year. That's a very common negotiation, and it gives them buy-in. And you could also tell them that within, an 18 to 24 month vesting period, once you hit that vesting period, if we hit certain benchmarks and we grow from 2 million to 4 million, you will be able to vest X% of equity as well. So those are your negotiation tools. After all those things, right? After courting them, after seeing that they can deliver, after, really understanding their vision, what they want, and you demonstrating that you have the value in your company's worth working for, you are worth working for, you have growing revenue, there's bigger opportunity, they can get equity. That is exactly how I brought Matt in, and those are the exact steps that you can follow to find your own exceptional COO, convincing them to leave an 8-figure business for your smaller company. Now, this is pretty hard, and if you want assistance on scaling this or growing your business, I have a free school community where you can do just that. Go to the link below and join my school community, where we are going to help you do everything when it comes to growing your business, and you're going to be able to get one-on-one and group help within the community. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you've received value, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, where you can get more video and content like this. Thanks.